Pit road that probably don't get that rush when those engines fire. It's just a rush when they fire.
Or once we start our engines, I analyze what's going to happen. What are our strategies to be the best car here today?
I need to race to get my fix. And everybody wants to go fast in cars, slide around, have fun. I get to do that and I get paid to do it.
It's pretty intense after you fire up the engine and you take off.
You always have that stomach-wrenching feeling that you have to have everything perfect.
You're always striving to achieve dominance, and that's what's fun about the sport.
The competition is so tough that the difference between greatness and mediocrity is 0.2 of a second.
You can't even snap your fingers in 0.2 of a second.
I call it going from a hero to a hobo and nothing flat.
We love the competition, we love the sight, the smell, the fans.
There's only one thing I love about it, and that's winning. The reason we put everything into it that we do is to get to victory lane.
It's a family sport, and you're amongst friends, but you treat them almost like enemies on the racetrack, where you're just doing everything you can to be first, to beat everybody else.
Okay, strap in and hold on. We're going racing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going racing here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you are enjoying your night here tonight on this fine Wednesday afternoon. We're getting ready to take on the Daytona International Speedway for the Madness Racing League Truck Series Season 2 for the heat race here tonight to set the field for the feature tonight, where we'll take on 75 laps around this 2.5 mile oval, 101,500 sold out asses in the stands here tonight. These drivers are getting ready to take on a 31-degree banked asphalt tri-oval that opened up in 1959 in Daytona Beach, Florida. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll flip over into the main broadcast where things are getting dicey. These guys are dialing in these trucks here, getting ready to wrap up the practice session. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away from the start of tonight's heat race here for the Madness Racing League. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you guys to please stand and rise as you're able to here as we begin tonight's national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for rising and standing as you're able to. See, we can't crank the music back up for you folks here as we get ready to go back racing here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll flip it back over here to the main broadcast here. These guys continue to dial in these trucks here at the Daytona International Speedway. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and whoever keeps reporting the chat, this is fake racing, fake race cars. And we appreciate the gift in the chat from the Hoss Machine, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like Blake Hoss might be down there on pit road on that phone, checking in to the stream before he kicks off tonight's heat race. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Booty Scoot Racing channel live here from the Daytona International Speedway for the Madness Racing League HighBank heat race to set tonight's season opener.
Straight to my head. I've been learning how to love again. I can feel it crawling under my skin. Just don't know why it's taking me all this time. Mending all these worn-out feelings in my mind.
Since 1983, Nissan has been...
Well, the conclusion of practice here, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like here the checker flag has flown here from the Daytona International Speedway. And while the music was down and out here, we'll wait on these guys to load into the rest of these race cars here. We appreciate you guys tuning in here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. It has been one hell of a night here as these guys pile in these cars. We'll take one quick commercial break and be back in just a moment. Don't go nowhere.
I've been chasing all these feelings, but I couldn't even hear my truth. I've been running from emotions every time I feel.
Roughly 6 laps left. Close to 0 laps.
I just wanna.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, these guys just finished up the national anthem here, getting ready to trump into these race cars. This is what we're taking on the night open in 1959. This is the Daytona Beach Asphalt Oval. Daytona Beach, Florida. It's been hot here. These guys have been out here drinking all day long. Their sweat is pouring. I see this fat guy down here. He asking the people around him for a towel here. We appreciate you guys tuning in here As we continue to boogie it down here, waiting on the driver's introduction for tonight's heat race for the Madness Racing League Season 2 Truck Series season opener. See if we can't throw up the schedule for Season 2 here for the Truck Series. This is how they're going to shake out the Madness Racing League. Attacking on Daytona here tonight. 2 weeks from now on Thursday night, we will head on off to Chicagoland to take on the 1.5 mile track. And then on down to our first short track of the year to Richmond. And then we're back beating and banging the draft style at Atlanta. It'll be nice here. It looks like a great schedule for the Season 2 Truck Series. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys tuning in to the Booty Scoot Racing channel here tonight. Really can't even begin to explain who can win this race, guys. If you've ever seen a Daytona or you here to thing, looks like Blake Hochschild here testing the right rear tires on that machine here as practice is winding down here. There looks like Freddie the flagman waving the checker flag for practice. And we are seconds away, ladies and gentlemen, from the driver's introductions here. And if you have stayed this long, we appreciate you guys as we battled a little bit of handling, technical difficulties, whatever the hell you want to call it here. But I believe these guys are starting to field in the field here now. There they go. We'll cut down the music here just a tad bit here for the night's heat race here, ladies and gentlemen. If you are now tuning in here, these kids are getting ready to tack on 15 or 16 laps if we need it. We got an overtime. It will be for 1 lap here. 15 laps for the heat race here tonight for the opening for the Season 2 Truck Series live here at the Daytona International Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time tuning into a Madness Racing League event, you have found the spot here. This is the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and we are getting ready to tack on the high banks here at the Daytona International Raceway. See if we can't look up front here and start off tonight's heat race driver's introduction, ladies and gentlemen. This will determine how these drivers will start out tonight's main feature for 75 laps here. I am losing my mind on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Starting on the pole tonight, completely at random, driving the number 8. Looks like going to be Maccabee LLC Chevy Silverado. That's going to be Corey Tesner. On the outside of him, driving the 777 machine from Huntersville, Georgia. That's going to be the 64-year-old Toyota TRD Tundra Pro of Bobby Kyle. Stanley Turner in the number 7 Rising Sun Indiana Trojan Condoms Chevy Silverado will round out the 4th place spot in the second row on the outside. And below him on the inside, driving the number 5 STI Johnson Chevy Silverado, the Season 1 champion from Greer, South Carolina, Showtime Chase Johnson. Lucky draw here for number 6, the 3rd row on the outside, the Safe Flight Ford F-150 from Welford, South Carolina. That's the kid of Nicholas Maynard. And on the inside of him, driving the number, looks like 6 machine from Tempe, Arizona. That's the Toyota TRD Pro Tundra paint house machine of Blake Hochschild. Rounding out the outside spot right here, looks like it's going to be the 8th place spot, driving the number 59 Chevy Silverado from Clemson, South Carolina. That's big country cousin Kyle Fountain. Starting here in the NVIDIA Triple Deuce Nap Daddy Racing O'Reilly's Ford F-150 from B-Town, Indiana. The 81 XI Racing Machine Maverick Gaming on Twitch, Chris Knighty. Kevin Tankos picked up the victory in the Xfinity Series Charlotte Roval race this past Saturday on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. If you tuned in, it was one hell of a race. Kevin Tankos put belt to ass. He's looking to do the same here tonight as he is the defending Daytona Truck Series winner. And that was his only win last year in the Truck Series. Starting on the outside of him, driving the number 11 Red Horse Toyota TRD Pro. That's going to be Holder Wheeler. Jerry Powers II from Park Ridge, New Jersey in the closeout bats. Number 99, Chevy Silverado, looking to make something shake here tonight in the high banks of Daytona here in the heat race. The kickoff Season 2 for the Truck Series here for the Madness Racing League. We'll keep on pushing here on through. I tap it to James Fountain, the Greenville, South Carolina guy. Followed by right behind him, he's going to have the guy to do it, the I tap it machine. From Greenville, South Carolina, that's going to be James Fountain. And start behind him, your mom's favorite driver, the Gorilla Mine number 23, riding you to go easy on her tonight. The Greer, South Carolina native, the 29-year-old John Michael Bryant. Trent Hughes on the outside here from Troy, Alabama in the Bass Pro Shops, number 18 machine. He'll tackle the outside row here, and on the inside here will be his brother, the number 81 Mobile One Ford F-150. Also coming out of Troy, Alabama, the U.S. Navy veteran of Terry Hughes Jr. Trevor Wall from Pelzer, South Carolina, driving the number 7 machine tonight. Chromed out here in the back of the pack, completely at random. He'll draw the longest straw here tonight. He'll start from the back, and Carson Collection from Buffalo, New York, driving the number 88 Ski-Doo Chevy Silverado will round out the 17th place spot here with Mason, the Ace Cothran, and the Tennessee Volunteer, number 09 from Duncan, South Carolina, rounding out the final spot here tonight. We're ready to go racing here for the heat race tonight. If you're just tuned in here, this is the Madness Racing League. This is the Booty Scoot Racing channel. This is the heat race to set on the feature tonight. So we will split the stream up 2 different ways. At the conclusion of tonight's heat race, we'll end the broadcast and we'll send it on over to the feature race. We'll come right back live here on the TikTok platform, and we'll be ready to go racing here with the field set here. But right now, it's going to be Corey Riptide Tesner. Needs to go buy a scratch-off lottery ticket because he will draw the best spot here tonight. He'll lead them to the pole here tonight behind Peter the Pace Car. He should hang that fat left up here. And Bobby Kyle, the 65-year-old here from Honorsville, Georgia, and the 777 on the outside, and the Tabasco Toyota TRD Pro. Corey Tesner is going to lead them through. Freddie the Flagman's going to wave the green flag. We are green here in Season 2 for the Truck Series for the Madness Racing League. These 4, looks like 18 guys are going to be ripping through the gears here. Climbing the banking here at the Daytona International Speedway. It is going to be one hell of an event tonight. Tons of guys returning from Season 1. It's going to be the 7 on the top side of the racetrack. He'll have Nicholas Mader pushing him. Going to be Fountain on the outside as well, followed by Holden Wheeler. You're riding on board with Stanley Turner down the back straightaway from Rising Sun, Indiana. He's trying to push on the outside, get that momentum going here. As he's got Nicholas Mader pushing all over the ass end of that machine. They'll rise up the bacon for the first time through turns 3 and 4. That's the 777 of Bobby Kyle here. He'll shake his nose up to the front here. His Toyota TRD Tundra looks like it's got some speed early. He's able to handle the draft here. A little bit wiggly there, back and forth. Nicholas Mader will dip the Trojan number 7 machine of Stanley Turner, and he'll pick up the 777 of Bobby Kyle. Stanley Turner going backwards here at Daytona. Big time contact. Stanley Turner up and over on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Caution flag is out here. Wow. We'll let it continue to play out here. Multiple guys involved. Holden Wheeler involved as well. Kevin Tankos looked like he was able to avoid it. Terry Hughes Jr. involved. We'll back that ass up here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, as we always do. Stanley Turner Jr. gets loose or something upside down here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, along with another one. You know how we do. We will back it up here and diagnostic right here for you folks. We've seen Stanley Turner Jr. get left by Nicholas Mader across the front stretch here. See how things shake up here for the Rising Sun Indiana guy. On the outside of that Trojan 7 machine, big hit here from the inside 11 of Holden Wheeler, and both of these guys are up on the side of their lids here. Tons of guys able to make it through. It looks like Kevin Tankos might have got a little bit of contact as well here. We'll back it up one more time here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Take some looks around. Kevin Tankos looks like he just got collected there by the number 7. We'll back that ass up here. See if we can't ride on board with the number 7 here of Stanley Turner Jr. We were just riding around with him. We'll take a look here, see what happens. Just coming through the tri-oval here, just tagged in the left rear here. Sends him around and up and over on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. What a ride for the 7 machine of Stanley Turner, but he's able to get it locked back down on 4 wheels. What a great miss there for the 24 machine of James Fountain. Kevin Tankos involved as well, and Trent Hughes will lock down the Nitro Cabela's Bass Pro Shop number 18 Ford F-150, and he'll shake back around here. That's the first caution flag here tonight for the heat race. We'll take a quick commercial break, clean up turn 1 here. We'll be back in a moment.
Tell me that it's all okay. Tell me we will find a better way. Just tell me that it's all okay. Just tell me that we'll find a better way. A better way, a better day. There's gotta be, it's you and me, it's everything. A better way, a better day. Just promise me we'll find a better way.
Welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We appreciate you guys sticking around underneath the commercial break there, as that is the Netflix artist here that you are hearing for the music here. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We're working the caution flag for the first time here tonight in the heat race, the one and only heat race. We were scheduled for 2, but for some odd reason, it did not shake it out for 2 individual ones here. But working the caution flag here for the first time. Holden Wheeler in the number 11. Looked like he might have got into the left rear there. Let's see if we can't find him. Let's see, he's disappeared on my screen. Stanley Turner right there in front of him, excuse me, from Rising Sun, Indiana. Both of these guys will stay out on the racetrack here. Go upside down on the side door here, but not much damage. We'll see them come around here in front of our screen. When Peter the pace car brings them on by, we'll check the damage to the number 7 of Stanley Turner and the number 11 of Holden Wheeler here. It doesn't look like there's too much bad damage on that machine as well, but James Fountain will bring it on down the pit road in his 24 Valvoline machine to get the damage fixed, and so will John Michael Bryant. Your mom will go crazy as he puts it back into gear. He's heading out of pit road right now. James Fountain, significant damage on that 24 machine. He'll get it patched up here. So looks like Corey Tesner is going to be registered the race leader still. Well, Showtime Chase Johnson has shaken his way up through the second place spot here with Bobby Kyle, the veteran here in the BKM Racing Tabasco 777 from Monroeville, Georgia. He started here in the second place spot. He's lost a spot here. He's in the third place spot, but plenty of experience inside that 777 machine here. And Blake Koschal has rounded out that fourth place spot, and Nicholas Maynard has went back down 4 spots from where he started. 5 spots. He will be in the 5th place spot here, excuse me. And Kyle Fountain on the outside right here. Y'all hold it down. The Jim Fountain Racing number 59 Chevy Silverado. Looks bad fast here tonight at the HighBank. He's looking to pick up the heat race victory here tonight and start on the pole for the night's feature. That's damn right here, as these guys look like they are patched up door to door here, getting ready to go racing. It looks like the wheeling caution lights are off on Peter the pace car, the official pace truck here in the iRacing platform for the Madness Racing League. We are getting ready to go racing here with 18 guys. Looks like everybody was able to shake out their one fast repair here for the heat race. James Fountain back out on the racetrack. Corey Riptide Tesner, rest of the race leader here with his teammate of Showtime Chase Johnson, the season 1 champion on the outside. Bobby Kyle in the 3rd place spot. Blake Koschal will be in the 4th place spot here. Peter the pace car will hang the left on the pit road. We're getting ready to go back green here for the first and only heat race here tonight. The Maccabee LLC machine of Corey Tesner punches the gas. We're back green here with 11 laps remaining here in the heat race on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the Madness Racing League to kick off the Season 2 Truck Series. Looks like the 6th of the Blake Koschal rolls up to the back bumper of Chase Johnson into turns 1 and 2 with a great push off the front bumper off the number 59 of Kyle Fountain. That'll make Terry Hughes Jr. think better about it. He'll jump to the outside. Looks like it's an 8 on 9 here. 8 on the outside, 9 on the bottom side. Corey Tesner's downstairs. Chase Johnson upstairs. Bobby Kyle connected to the back bumper. The inside line soaring into turn 3. Great battle up here in the front of the racetrack here. Chase Johnson will lose a little bit of momentum here through turns 3 and 4. Can he get it back? The Paint House number 6 machine of Blake Koschal looks to the outside to try to get back to the front bumper. And they sail off turn 4. Can we finally complete a lap? The number 8 of Corey Riptide Tesner side by side at the line. Too close to call, but they'll give it to Showtime Chase Johnson. That looks like the 6th machine of Blake Koschal all over the back bumper. Kyle Fountain looks down low. He'll think better of it here. Blake Koschal moves out of the way. James Fountain knocked out here out of the groove. James Fountain with some big damage again to that race car, but that is allowed Showtime Chase Johnson to jump to the front of the pack here as he soars down the back straightaway here as the race leader with 10 laps to go on the Booty Scoot Racing channel in the Madness Racing League Truck Series. James Fountain, just seen him sitting on pit road trying to get that race car repaired. Trent Hughes involved in the first caution flag as well. They have lost the touch with the pack here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. These guys continue to soar through the vacants here at the Daytona International Speedway. 101 sold out asses here tonight for the heat race here, scheduled for 75 right after. Make sure you stick around here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't miss a thing here. That looks like the 02 of Nicholas Maynard moves his way up to the 3rd place spot. He's looking to make a little bit of contact to the number 8 machine of Corey Riptide Tesner. A little bobbing and weaving there on the outside. It's Bobby Kyle, Blake Koschal, Kyle Fountain on the top side. Riding on board with the 777, 64-year-old Bobby Kyle from Monroeville, Georgia. He tries to sell his way down the back straightaway here. Switching on back here, we're riding on board with Holden Wheeler. He's beaten and banged. Got knocked out of the groove here. Big rake down the back straightaway. A major shot here for the 7 of Travo Wall. caution flag has flown out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. James Fountain barrel rolling across the front stretch into back stretch, into turns 3 and 4. We will back that ass up here for an instant replay. See if we can't find out what the actual hell just happened here. James Fountain up and over on his lid here at the Daytona International Speedway. 3 of them together there. We'll back it up here and analyze on the Booty Scoot Racing channel what might just have happened here. As we seen him sailing down here, see if we can't get a blimp shot of what might have actually really happened. Looks like Mason Cothran. See if I made it spin up a little bit too fast here. We'll back it up one more time. Mason Cothran definitely gets into the right rear of the number 88 here of Carson Kolechlin here. And sends him around. Carson Kolechlin, nothing he can do about it here. He just has to try to lock that thing down. John Michael Bryant collected. Kevin Taco's involved as well. And James Fountain comes from back here, just gets clipped and upside down. Barrel rolling here. James Fountain with a major shot to that race car. Kevin Taco's involved. The number 88, Trent Hughes, parked over on his side here. We will back that ass up here one more time. We're right along with the Bass Pro Shops, number 18 of Troy, Alabama's Trent Hughes, as he blinks in and out there. I'm surprised why I probably knocked the radio transponder plumb out of that race car. We're right on board with Trent Hughes here. See exactly what he's seeing. The wreck unfolded him. He's hard on the brake here. Nothing he can do. Just gets clipped here. And next thing you know, up and over here due to the banking. Trent Hughes, how unfortunate for Trent. He's up and over. James Fountain able to get that thing shaking back over here. Kevin Taco, we'll have to bring it down pit road. We'll take a quick commercial break and be back in just a moment. Several guys upside down here in Daytona. Bang, bang, back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We're at the second caution flag here tonight. Want to remind you, we were scheduled for 2 8-lap heat races tonight, 20 miles apiece. Now, you do the math. I'm not very good at it, ladies and gentlemen, but we were only able to round out the field for 1 heat race. So this is how they shake out here. Tons are on the line here. Ladies and gentlemen, the finish, or your finishing spot, it determines where you start in the feature. Points count for this heat race here. 2 green-white checkers. So you best believe it, these guys are looking to throw the gloves down here and get to beating and banging on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Underneath the caution flag for the second time here tonight, we will kill the music here just a tad bit here so we can continue to speak to the folks here tuned in on the TikTok platform. And if you have not headed on over to the YouTube page at Booty Scoot Racing LLC, you can catch all the live events there at the conclusion of tonight's event here. We'll see, we got tons of action down pit road here, tons of guys. James Fountain brings it down pit road along as Kevin Taco's John Michael Bryant, the number 18 of Trent Hughes, who went up and over. Mason Cothran down on pit road as well. Looks like he'll climb out of that race car. It'll be a done day for Mason Cothran. Travo Wall stuck on pit road. There goes James Fountain. He's on his way out of pit road here. Didn't mean to throw that up here. So we can't go back up into the front of the pack here. Showtime Chase Johnson made a move over his teammate of Corey Riptide Tesner here. Up front on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, Bobby Kyle sitting still here with 7 laps to go in that third place Tabasco BKM Toyota TRD Pro. And the guy behind him, Nicholas Maynard, the 02 Safe Light Maynard Motors Ford F-150. He shakes out the 4th place spot. Blake Hochschild in that number 6 Paint Haas Toyota TRD from Tempe, Arizona, the 25-year-old father of 3. He's got his whole family here in the stands tonight to kick off Season 2 of the Truck Series. And I've just got word from the admin, the caution lights on the pace car will go off. We'll take them back green this time around. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight, bringing you tons of super speedway action here the next couple of weeks. You got the kickoff race here tonight for Season 2 for the Truck Series at Daytona. And 2 weeks from now, where we head over to Chicagoland on a Thursday night, the Wednesday before, we'll kick off the Next Gen Cup Series for the first time ever here. We'll go Next Gen Cup racing here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We appreciate you guys tuning in here. 7 laps remain here for the heat race tonight to set the field for the feature right after the conclusion of the stream. We will end the stream at the conclusion of the heat race and fire it right back up here and split it up to 2 different streams on the Booty Scoot Racing channel's YouTube page. Back green here. As Freddie the Flagman throws the green flag. Showtime Chase Johnson gets a great launch there as the race leader. And the triple deuce NVIDIA machine of Chris Noddy will work the outside number 59 machine of Kyle Fountain as they'll climb the bankings and rip through the gears here up in turns 1 and 2. Chris Noddy will be locked up with Holden Wheeler there. They're all by themselves. Single file down on the bottom side. 1, 2 guys hop off turn 2. Chase Johnson will throw the block. Bobby Kyle up and over here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The pile up begins here at Daytona. Parking lot back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Several guys involved. Big wreck here. And the big one happens here in the heat race. We will back that ass up here for an instant replay. Tons of guys involved. The 99 of Jerry Powers. Bobby Kyle spun around up and over here. We'll back it up. See if we can't throw up a instant replay up here. The third caution flag is just flowing up here for the first time. Disaster has struck big time here on the back straightaway for the 777 Tabasco machine of Bobby Kyle. We'll back it up and ride along and see exactly what happened here. We seen Chase Johnson jump from the bottom of the racetrack to the top here. Maybe he was anticipating Bobby Kyle getting a run off the corner. We'll take a look here, try to slow it down for you folks here. Bobby Kyle here on the outside. Well, the inside, excuse me. Nicholas Maynard on the inside. We'll have to see if we can't get a chopper cam. That was a perfect angle. We'll back it up one more time here before we get to beating and banging and blaming everybody here. They'll sail off of turns 3 and 4. Showtime Chase Johnson, the race leader. Bobby Kyle's the guy we're looking at. Chase Johnson goes to make the block on the outside. Bobby Kyle just follows him. And right into the left door quarter panel of Corey Riptide Tesner. And that'll send Bobby Kyle up and over here. Down the back straightaway. And then they continue just to beat the hell out of each other back here. What's some driving right there from the boogeyman of John Michael Bryant here. We'll see if we can't ride along with the boogeyman here. Your mom's favorite driver. She just unclipped that bra one more time here. Let them nipples shang, baby. John Michael Bryant whipping and weaving through traffic here. We'll back it up here right along. See if we can't get a helmet cam. John Michael Bryant, one of the few guys here in the field tonight wearing a helmet cam. Look at this right here. Riding out the front nose of John Michael Bryant, just manipulating his way through traffic here. He's able to get through here, but tons of guys are involved on this back straightaway caution flag here. Jerry Powers, Corey Riptide Tesner, Stanley Turner Jr., Chris Noddy able to escape through it, but Carson Colletchland from Buffalo, New York, tore up here at Daytona in the heat race. Be back here in just a moment. Don't go nowhere. Appreciate you guys tuning in here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Here's the Madness Racing League track fact here tonight for the Truck Series. Tackling on the heat race here. It's supposed to be for 15 laps here, but the way this is going, we are headed towards overtime here underneath the caution flag. Ladies and gentlemen, 2.5 mile oval sold out here. 101,500 asses are in the seats here for the Madness Racing League Season 2 Truck Series kickoff race at Daytona. Peter the pace car bringing them through the banking here through turns 3 and 4. We are working the caution flag for the third time here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are going to have to keep these trucks on the ground. We've already worked the caution flag as James Fountain brings it back off pit road. He was one of the guys that was up and over here. And one of the night's caution flags here is the Madness Racing League admins here are talking about safety here, trying to keep these guys safe. Several guys up and over. It looks like Trent Hughes having a little trouble back here with that race car. He was one of those guys stuck over on his left side lid. Off of turn 3 and 4 underneath the previous caution, the Troy, Alabama driver will try to get that thing shooken back into place here. See some sexy smooth driving from John Michael Bryant. He was able to get that 23 Gorilla Mom machine through the traffic here, and I am hearing from the admin we will be heading to overtime right here. The number 88 of, looks like Carson Colletchland here. He's battling a little bit of problems inside of that race car. Thank God it's just the heat race here. And we're set for 70 laps here right after the fact here. We'll do a little quick rundown. Showtime, Chase Johnson, currently the race leader. He makes the move over his teammate of Corey Riptide Tesner here for the race lead, and he has stayed there ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, that looks like that's going to be Travo Wall, and number 7 from Pelzer, South Carolina. He'll be registered a Lucky Dog this time around. Nicholas Maynard is going to be registered in the second place spot here in the Maynard Motors Safe Flight spot with 4 laps to go, headed towards overtime. And the number 59, Jim Fountain Racing, reminding y'all to hold it on down here from Clemson, South Carolina. Kyle Fountain rounding out the front nose of Kyle Fountain here, a super speedway merchant. Definitely knows how to work the high banks here at Daytona. Several wins here for the Jim Fountain Racing 59 truck of Kyle Fountain. And Blake Hochschild will round out the 4th place spot here in his Custom Skis Paint Hoss machine. Will come all the way from Tempe, Arizona, travel across the country to make something shake here tonight in Daytona. And Terry Hughes Jr., the U.S. Navy veteran from Troy, Alabama, the number Mobile 181 machine, will drive up here to the front of the pack, having a little bit better race than his twin brother back there, Trent Hughes, in the number 18. But the 81 XI Racing keeps on trucking, no pun intended. Chris Knighty will shake out the top 6 spot here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel from B-Town, Indiana. That NVIDIA Triple Deuce Ford F-150, does it have what it takes here in overtime to make it shake to the front here? And Holden Wheeler is going to round out the top 7 here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. And his red horse, number 11, Toyota TRD Tundra, along with Kevin Tanko's John Michael Bryant, followed by Carson Colletchlin, rounding out the top 10 here. If I'm not mistaken, Freddie the Flagman has just signaled the restart cone here for these guys to go double file, and they will. Head of the overtime here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the Madness Racing League's Truck Series Season 2 opener heat race. The feature 75 laps are scheduled at the conclusion of the overtime right here. 3 laps to go. It'll be 2 when we take it green, white, checkered style. If they make it back to the make it back to the white flag, excuse me, the caution flag will not fly, and it is game on from there. But if these guys wreck before the white flag is taken, we'll re-rack them one more time here. 2 attempts at the overtime here in the heat race tonight. Chase Johnson's going to be the race leader with Nicholas Maynard on the outside. Kyle Fountain will get the 3rd place spot, followed by Blake Hochschild. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even really know where to begin. Make sure you head on over to the YouTube page here at the conclusion of tonight's race, riding on board with Nicholas Maynard in the number 02 Maynard Motors Safe Flight Ford F-150. He made his way up here to the 2nd place spot here in overtime. These guys are going to be hungry. Points are paying out to everybody in the field for these heat races. Mason Cothran, we have got word from the admin, is off of the racetrack and out of the race car. He'll take the trip to the AMS Medical Center here, the Halifax Medical Center, in the infield here, the Daytona International Speedway. Showtime, Chase Johnson's getting ready to lead them back off here to the overtime restart. Peter, the pace car, will hang that left on the pit road, I believe. Nicholas Maynard to be on the outside. Kyle Fountain in 3rd place. Blake Hochschild in 4th place, followed by Terry Hughes Jr. and Chris Knighty. Might be the word here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to re-rack them, refire them, send them back on their way here for the heat races here for the Madness Racing League. Freddie the Flagman's got the overtime flag in his hands. Green flag, green flag, green flag here in overtime. Chase Johnson's able to work his way through the gears. Not quite better than the outside line here. Nicholas Maynard's got a little bit of help here from the 6th of Blake Hochschild. They'll work their way through the gears in overtime. 2 laps remaining here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. They'll climb the Vega through turns 3 and 4 here. It'll be Kyle Fountain on the bottom side trying to push Chase Johnson. Nicholas Maynard leading the outside line off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway. 2 laps remain here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Side by side down the back straightaway, they'll rip through the gears here. Chase Johnson down on the bottom side. Terry Hughes Jr. looking to make a move. He'll have Holden Wheeler, the number 11. Give him a little shot. That'll shoot the number 81 of Terry Hughes up the racetrack here. And he'll have to hold on to that number 81 machine in front of the triple deuce of Chris Knighty. Selling off turn 3 and 4 for the final time. They'll see the white flag this time around for the heat race. Ladies and gentlemen, if they get the white flag, it is in the books here. First person back to the checker flag this time around. Blake Hochschild will put the back bumper to the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. Selling through your living room. White flag is in the air here at the Daytona International Speedway. They'll climb the bakings here, turn 22. Guys moving up and down the side of the racetrack here. There's the number 99 of Jerry Powers. He'll look down on the bottom side. It'll be Johnson, Fountain, Wheeler, Bryant, Tesner, Tankos, And Jerry Powers on the bottom side. Nicholas Maynard leading the outside. Kyle Fountain looking to make something shake here on the back straightaway. He's going to have to go now. He'll jump to the top side of the racetrack here. It'll be showtime. Chase Johnson down on the bottom side, looking to come off the corner. Turn 3 and 4 for the final time. They'll work the banking here off of turn 4. Everybody keeps it straight. Chase Johnson, the race leader. He'll throw the block on Kyle Fountain. Nicholas Maynard looking from right behind him. Chase Johnson, contact back here made. Big pile up back here. Tons of guys involved here. Wow, oh my freaking Jesus. Holy cow, Corey Riptide Tesner upside down here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. And that'll do it for us. Looks like Showtime Chase Johnson was the winner there on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. See if we can't back that ass up here and take a look and see Chase Johnson come off the corner right there. He did an absolute masterpiece of a job. We've seen him work the bottom side here. Looks like Kyle Fountain just a tad bit earlier. He probably should have waited mid-corner. But he got connected really well there with Nicholas Maynard and that 0-2 machine. But it looks like Chase Johnson was able to hold on the block here while everybody sued the mayhem behind him. He'll take the checkered flag here. In dual race number 1 here. We'll throw up the results here for the heat race, ladies and gentlemen, here. And that'll how they shake out here tonight for the heat race, ladies and gentlemen. As we throw it back up here, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get ready to take a commercial break here. We got a little 5-minute warm-up period before we get ready to stack on the 75 laps here. We're going to end the stream here and be live in literally just about 10 seconds. Don't go nowhere.